top where Clinton made his escape. So let's take a look at sustainment. Now this just sucks. We've had 60-mile-an-hour gusts. Heaviest rain I've seen in a long time here. Still nice and cold in here, cold enough. Well, milk we can leave in there. Supposed to have our big winter storm for the year. It's already late, so it is what it is. That just means more time to prep. Found some other repairs I could do around the house. I'll just show you guys real quick what I'm planning. All right, I've been rocking these UF Pro Gen 3 pants long-term testing. So I've worn these non-stop for weeks, and that's kind of the point. Just wear them out as much as possible. There is a wind stopper layer insert that goes into these. So evening quad rides and stuff, I've thrown them in here, and it's actually pretty dang warm. But once we get to, you know, pouring rain and then eventually the blizzard, we've got to upgrade. So we'll just kind of go through the seasons. When the cold rain starts, that's what's coming first. A lot of rain, and it'll be cold and windy. Then for the pants, I'll probably throw on my leggings. First Light zip-off leggings. These are outstanding. They're synthetic, but I love them. That's going to be on the bottom. And then if it's raining and we're out, we're gonna go to the Gore-Tex ECWCS pants. Don't really care about the pattern, but you know, this works in snow. The point is, helps keep the legs warm and dry. And with the leggings, it's outstanding. And then the jacket is going to be my extra large. This is the old Army freaking rain jacket, and you've got the liner in there, smoke jacket in there. It's extra large, so I can wear a lot of stuff under it. I can even fit my full chest rig under this, but because it will also be very cold, especially on a quad, I could fit my ECWCS level 7, or the marshmallow jacket, under that. Right, so with this and the freaking rain jacket with the liner built into it, we will be happy and dry for the most part. So once the snow comes, depending on what kind of snow we get, probably still leave this on, especially if I'm out. Like I might have to get out on the tractor and do some plowing. I want to try to stay dry during that. But once we get, like, you know, the good fluffy snow and it's cold enough to where it's not really damp anymore, I'll switch to these pants. These are Arctic's winter, like, snow pants. They make a bib version, but I don't really like those. This has a liner in it, and these are warm as heck by themselves. But I will still have my zip-off leggings on, because if I do need to take them off, they zip off. But these combined, I'm good down to, I think, like 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I've been out in that. No problem. And then also, you know, if it's not super wet, then I can just go back to this, the marshmallow jacket, and we are good to go. Now for tops, we got a couple choices. The ECWCS waffle top. This is the mid-weight or level 2. This is outstanding, especially with like a base layer on. Or this shirt from Armadillo. Very cool company, and especially if I'm out there in activity, maybe I got to cut up a tree or do some labor chores. This netting in here is outstanding. It gives you the warmth, and this is actually wool, very warm. So you get the warmth from the wool, but with the netting in here, you can get that condensation and sweat and everything off of your skin. It actually pulls it away. This netting is true moisture wicking, unlike the synthetic and wool base layers we wear. That stuff close to your skin, there's no space for evaporation to occur. That's what moisture wicking actually is. So this is an outstanding shirt for activity, and I'll just decide what I want to do before I walk out the door. All right, so the storm has begun. We've got heavy rain. That's the first to come sometime through the night. We're supposed to get the snow. Now I have a ton of wool socks. Armadillo actually sent out some wool socks for me to play with. They're great. But I've got these, can't even remember the brand. These are a lot thicker wool socks. These keep my feet toasty. So as far as footwear, it really depends on what's happening. I'm fine with my black jungle boots with wool socks, especially during activity. I do have some cheap snow boots I can throw on that are very light and nice and warm. But if it's just frigid temperatures and I'm out all day, we will switch to the Army, what we call bunny boots. These are like the extreme cold weather Arctic boots. There is a black version of these. We call them the Mickey Mouse boots. The white ones are actually warmer to a lower temperature. I forgot the rating. These boots are insane, right? There's down in the boot, there's like 7 layers to them. So they're waterproof. They are not breathable. Your feet will sweat in these, but because there are so many layers in there, they will stay dry. And I've got a larger wide version, so I've got plenty of room. You want room in your boots, and then with the wool socks, we will be fine. But those boots are going on if I'm out all day and it's extremely cold. Otherwise, they're too hot. And for the hands, we gotta have wool. This is the U.S. Army wool glove inserts. And we combine those with the best friggin' hand devices you will ever find. The old extreme cold weather mittens. Why mittens? Because if I'm out on the tractor or the quad, you don't want a whole bunch of surface area with fingers. So this warms everything, and the leather, water resistant. Probably put another wax coating on there. You know, they're big and bulky. You can cinch them down on your hands, and I'm not doing intricate work with them, but these are outstanding. You also have a similar material of our poncho liners and the jacket inserts, the smoke jacket inserts, to throw in there. So with that and our wool gloves, we are good to go. I've never had cold hands that way. And then you get this big old lanyard, so I usually wear it like this. So, you know, if I do need to do something real quick with my hand, intricate stuff, just freaking drop it. You don't lose them. Do what you got to do, and your hands go right back in there. And especially on the quad and the tractor with the wind and the cold, that's when my hands would be destroyed. But with these and those wool gloves, good to go, man. So now let's get to some of the other chores we're doing. I already chopped a whole bunch of extra firewood. We got the wood burning stove. That'll be our heat source. And I do have space heaters for the rest of the house. Once this thing gets cooking, it'll actually heat up most of the house. And I would prefer to sleep in some of my cleaner undergarments. Like if I'm wearing my leggings, I'll just sleep in those. There's no point in getting down into your underwear in a freaking blizzard. And when you're trying to conserve heat. So we're good on firewood. We've checked the generator. We're good to go on that. We found our batteries. We've got our headlamps and tack lights and stuff. We've got our bug out bag in case, let's say, the house collapses and we got to get the heck out of here. All the radio batteries are charged up. Already checked on the other people around. Everybody else is good to go. So the wind is picked up, so I need to get out and get some more chores done before it starts to get bad. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, I just want to see how much we're going to drain this with the Starlink. I know there's calculations you could do, but I want to see real world So we're at 87%. Yeah, because it's still, see, Starlink's on. I'm already getting notifications. Yeah, see, it's dropping down. It's probably heating right now. That's sucking up some juice. Got gas for my stove. Can still cook. Got the wood burner. Got plenty of wood chopped ready to go. If the power goes out, we're fine. Because I've got the radio going, and I do plan on helping anybody out if they call. That's kind of part of the whole process. So pretty much it's just going to be hang out and wait. So this is a good idea for people to throw into their planning and rehearsals, because if something goes wrong and you do have to leave, you're not really going to think about, you know, oh, well, I'll just grab that last minute, or I'll just grab this last minute. These, I'll just get that items, they turn into like 50, and then you forget them all because the stress of the moment has you forget. So the radio stays with me at all times. I have batteries in my bag on the quad that are charged up. So all I have to remember to grab is my radio, and then this stays with me. I don't want to leave this in my house. I have my pistol nearby, but if I do take off for whatever reason, if I have to get out of here quick, this is coming with me, and I got spare mags on my chest rig right here on the floor. I don't plan on bugging out. Like I said, it would have to be like a structural collapse. And even then, if I've got one room still standing, I'm probably just going to hunker down in that. Don't really plan to go anywhere. If I do need to leave and just go take care of somebody in the area, I'll probably just take off with my pistol, because I don't need to be, you know, trying to help people in a storm with this thing on. But that's contextual. Depends on what's actually happening. So I could try to hook up a fridge and waste a whole bunch of power, fuel, or check it out, guys. A simple man is a happy man. So, got some sodas, because we got to be a fatty sometimes. Bacon, eggs, and milk. The basics to survive. And butter. At least around here, if the power goes out, it's most likely because a tree is down on the line somewhere, or the power company cut the power because they're expecting some damage. Okay, every time I've been up here in this weather, that usually means it's cold as hell outside. Okay, so I've got the storage bin for my food where I keep snacks and extra stuff. All I've got to do when that happens, take the few items, the necessities, put them in there. Even if we get a beautiful sunny day after the snowstorm, as long as I keep this box in the shade, it'll be nice and cold. It'll be just as cold as the fridge, if not colder. Right there, if the beer warms up. We'll throw this outside on the porch. I don't think we're gonna get any sun, but make sure if we do get some sun, it's not directly on this. And it's 31 degrees outside. That's plenty cold enough. All right, so instead of constantly using the stove, using gas to keep our coffee warm, we've got our French press, coffee's made, second batch, and we got our Stanley mug. This will keep it at least warm all day. Yes.